The stadium goes quiet. Paris, 1924. Britain's fastest man refuses to run. Newspapers explode, leaders fume, fans feel betrayed. Why? The race is on Sunday. Eric Liddell will not trade faith for a medal. In one choice, a hero becomes a target. Now the world waits to see if he will fall or rise. Welcome back to Bible in Video. This is another Heroes of the Faith story. Last time, Brother Andrew slipped past guards with prayer and courage. Today, the test is different. No guns, no gates, just a stopwatch, a nation's pride, and one man who says, no. This is Eric Liddell, the Olympian who walked away from the race everyone wanted so he could run the race only God could see. First, Eric Henry Liddell was born in Tientsin, China, in 1902. His parents were Scottish missionaries, so faith and service filled his home. When he was 5, he and his brother sailed to Scotland for school. It was hard and lonely, yet it taught him to trust God early. Then, he ran. Eric did not look smooth. His head tilted back, his mouth was open, his arms pumped like a machine. Coaches tried to fix him, but he kept winning. Meanwhile, crowds came to watch the Flying Scotsman. In 1923, he broke the British 100-yard record. Reporters called him the fastest man in Britain. After races, he spoke softly about Jesus, not himself. Next, the 1924 Paris Olympics arrived. Eric made the team. The 100 meters was his best event. Britain expected gold. However, the heats were scheduled on Sunday. As a result, the backlash was fierce. Some papers mocked him. Letters poured in. Officials pressed him. Even a royal meeting tried to sway him. Just this once. Keep your faith private. Run the race. Yet, Eric said, no. He would not race on Sunday. Not for fame, not for anyone. Therefore, the 100 meters went on without him. Britain's hope sat in the stands. Yet not everyone saw Eric as a hero. Some church leaders quietly questioned him, asking if refusing to run was really faith, or pride disguised as principle. Wouldn't winning for God's glory be the better testimony? They argued. Others said his stand made Christians look stubborn and self-righteous. In other words, even among believers, conviction can divide. Eric didn't argue back. He simply lived his answer. Meanwhile, Eric had a different plan. He entered the 400 meters. It was not his specialty, so most people doubted he'd medal. On July 11, 1924, before the final, someone handed him a note. Those who honor me, I will honor. 1 Samuel 2:30. He held it in his hand. When the gun fired, Eric exploded from the blocks. Normally, runners pace the 400. Instead, he ran hard from the start. Head back, arms driving. He did not fade. In the end, he broke the tape first. Gold, world record, 47.6 seconds. The crowd that mocked him now cheered him. He gave up his best race for God and won a race no one expected. After that, at the height of his fame, he stepped away. In 1925, he returned to China as a missionary. He taught science at an Anglo-Chinese school. He preached, served, and helped the poor. Later, in 1934, he married Florence Mackenzie, a Canadian missionary. They had 3 daughters. Life was simple and steady. Then, war came. When Japan invaded China in 1937, danger grew. By 1941, Eric sent his pregnant wife and 2 daughters to Canada for safety. Even so, he stayed in China to serve the people God had given him. Some said he should have gone. However, Eric believed he must remain. In 1943, the Japanese forced many foreigners into Vizian internment camp. About 1,800 people crammed inside. Crowded, hungry, afraid. In that place, Eric became a steady helper. He set up games for children. He taught classes. He shared food. He settled quarrels. He led worship. He did not complain. He did not push to the front. Instead, he looked for people to help. One prisoner said, "He is the finest Christian I have ever known." Clearly, in a place that exposed the worst, Eric chose to serve. Soon, headaches struck. He grew weak and confused. There was no real medical care. A brain tumor was killing him. On February 1945, Eric Liddell died at 43. His last words were, "It's complete surrender." 5 months later, the war ended and the camp was freed. Eric did not live to see it. He never met his youngest daughter, born after his arrest. He never held his grandchildren. Even though the world moved on, the camp did not forget. They remembered the man who gave up a Sunday race, and then kept giving up comfort, food, and strength for others. Years later, another story surfaced. In 1991, Estelle Cliff told how she was chosen to study outside the camp. At the last moment, Eric gave her his place. He told no one. In other words, that is conviction when no one is watching. So, what does this mean for us? First, it shows faithfulness over fame. Eric's choice made people angry. Even so, he kept his promise to God. Because he obeyed when it cost him most, we see the truth. The 400-meter gold was not payment. Rather, it reminds us that obedience can look wrong to the crowd and right to God. Second, since crowds cheer today and forget tomorrow, we must measure success differently. Eric could have lived on one win for years: money, dinners, speeches. Instead, he chose classrooms and streets in China. As a result, the medal is famous, but the camp shows his real greatness. Therefore, we should ask, are we chasing applause or a lasting impact? Third, because convictions matter only when they cost something, we must test ours. It is easy to believe when life is easy. Eric kept the Sabbath when it risked his biggest dream. In the same way, if our beliefs never touch our time, our wallet, or our pride, they may be slogans, not convictions. Finally, all of this points to the real race: finishing well. A gold medal takes seconds. Faithful life takes years. Eric ran one fast lap in Paris. Then he loved people in hard places until the end. That is why complete surrender was not defeat. Instead, it was a win at the finish line that matters most. Chariots of Fire, 1981, told Eric's story. It won Best Picture. Later, in 2008, China placed a memorial at Vizian with Isaiah 40:31. They shall run and not be weary. The world praised his speed. China honored his sacrifice. If you had to choose between your biggest dream and your deepest conviction, what would you choose and why? If Eric's story moved you, please like the video and subscribe to Bible in Video for more heroes of the faith. As you go, remember, the most important race is not on a track. It is the race of faith. The only real win is to finish with complete surrender. Don't forget to visit our other channel, Eternal Grace Music, where you will find scripture-based music that lift up your spirit.
The voice that formed the stars above now calls a servant's heart to trust. The first, the last, the ever-living one. I am the flame that never dies. Even I am He. There is no God but me. I wound and I heal, I give and I take. My hand of mercy none can break.